So this is part 2 of painting the girl with a pearl earring. We can see that these layers have been done. The headgear, the faces, and the background. So now we are gonna go and do another layer. This will have the face details. Right now we just have kind of the eyes. It doesn't have much of a face. We'll press and hold to get this color into our brush. And we can select a different brush. Let's switch out from the classic library. Let's go to the new Procreate library, oils, and what's good here? Something with a bit of a texture would be nice. How about scallop? Okay. Gives this texture. I think it's great. Let's reduce the size to about 5%, 4%. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, bit smaller we gotta go since we're making details. 3%. Now, let's go to the color palette. Pick something which is darker and zoom in a bit. 1%, let's try. Okay, this is too big. Yeah. This is the top of the eyelid we are making. A bit more details. Okay, not sure how it's looking. Might be looking weird. Let's just do it a bit. Later on, we can smudge it with the details. Let's do this one. Just press with 2 fingers to undo. And yeah, bit of this side and bit of that side. Be sure not to overdo it, but this much is fine. It'll take a while to fill in everything. Let's get an even darker color, like so, and paint in the rest of the eyebrows. Sorry, eyelids. The more you drag your brush, the darker it's gonna be. Like the second time, the third time. Okay. Let's do the under eye portion a bit. This portion. Okay. Let's leave a gap around. Till this place. Yeah. I'm gonna fill in. Let's use the smudge tool a bit. Oh, that was a big smudge. Let's make it just as much as our brush. Very small. So that it kind of messily blends in the details. Okay, good for now. Let's get a brush which has kind of darker undertones. Okay, this brown reddish one to match her skin tone. Again, let's go to the smudge tool. Smudge it around a bit, not too much, or you might be losing details. See, already it looks a bit better. Let's also pick this. Sorry. Let's go to the brush and Press and hold and move it around to get a color under the eye. And now we whiten it up to get her waterline. Let's make the brush a bit bigger around here. Now to get the details in here, we make it a bit smaller. And again, switch to the smudge tool and kind of smush it around. Yeah, see. This is the real big advantage of having a digital medium for your art. You can really smudge things around. In reality, you'll have to wash your brush, just do a lot of minute detailing. And smudging is not this easy. Do people use their fingers or hands? Probably. Yeah. This one need to add a bit more. Let's go green and let's get whatever color we already had, this, and turn it bit to the greener side. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Let's do a brownish brow. This was the color before we had, so let's pick that again. Let's pick a smaller brush, yeah, 2%. We are still using the same brush, which is called Scallop, but now at 2%. Just a smudge, tiny bit of line. Really helps pop her eyes, you can say. Okay. Kind of blends in around this portion. Okay. And we can add a bit to this part of the eyes, gives it definition. Now let's use the smudge and kind of smudge it around, making sure it kind of mixes in. It might look like these block pixels, it's fine. Let's move and do the smudging here. Yeah. Eyes look real scary now. What can we do to fix it? Again, let's repeat what we did for this eye. This has a waterline. This currently doesn't. So we put our finger again and move around. Pick up that color. Now it's in our brush. And we brush it around here a bit with the same amount thickness of the brush. Yeah. Nice. It's not like really white, but it shows that the eye has a depth. Now you again pick the smudge and smudge it around, smoothen the bits. So in the actual, the girl in the earring with the pearl earring painting, we don't have things like very sharp eye lines. Things do smudge around. So we can smudge it. Oh, since when did that get so big? Smudge with current brush. There we go. Is it working? I'm afraid not. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Interesting. Okay, we can just keep using this brush. How about now? Ah, it's not working. Let's fill in the details of her face. She has lips, so let's do the lips now. The lips would be kind of reddish color, slightly orange. It's okay if you don't get the exact color, but Yeah, this is around what I chose in the color wheel. Tap it and let's start filling something in. Around this, we make an outline. This is part of the top lip which I'm trying to make. This portion will be her teeth. Oh, I've seen that if I rotate my pencil this way, it makes bigger lines. So don't do that. Yeah, this portion would be her teeth. This would be a darker portion. Let's get a fat lip. Okay, parts like this will give it a bit soft vibe. So let's color in the edges first. The parts which we know are this color would be this. Anything roughly would work. Slowly filling in the edges. This also is a part of the lip. Also, we don't want it to look like she has a bruised lip, so let's continue around these portions only. This is the darker portion, so we'll do that later. Let's get a thick brush and kind of, we can start from here and get it done. See, got done pretty much faster. Yeah. Now what we can do is get a slightly lighter color because see, lips are not the same consistent color. No one has that. Let's fill in this lighter pinkish version and kind of try to finish off the lip. Can we use our smudge tool here? Might be a bit of a tassel. I guess it's working though. You just have to do it a lot. Like really mix it until it looks even to your eyes. That's something you can do. Oh. I'm not sure this is how she looks. Let's complete it and we'll see what we can do. Right now, yeah, not sure. Looks very weird. Do I do this again? Let's do that. Thanks to being us on a different layer, we can just undo it like so. We also need to keep looking at how it looks with the rest of her face, like nose and eyes. If it looks weird, just undo it. Also, make sure you're in a different layer so the other things don't get removed with it. Let's try again. We'll fill in the details steadily but slowly. This is the ridge where the lip starts, so let's keep that in mind. Also, her face is a bit tilted towards the viewer or whatever. Someone was painting her, photographing her. Let's just. Okay. Let's make out where the most of the lip or the face would be. If it looks good to us, we can continue. This is a rough version. Okay, her teeth won't be that big. So let's reserve even less space for the teeth. And get a bigger brush. Save yourself some time and keep filling the thing in. It's not gonna take much of your time, but see, this way, if you pick a smaller brush, you have more control. Like this. Okay. She still does look a bit creepy because we have not angled her lips well. Let's undo it again. Okay, now let's think. How does someone's lip look? Are we okay with this? Just make random squiggly lines at this point. Would she be okay with this? If this is the top lip. She doesn't have a smirk, but currently it looks like she does. Okay, since her face is rotated, we can try to angle it in a way that doesn't look very off. How about this? I don't know. Just looks creepy. Do I just trust the process and keep doing? Well, it could be an option, but we want to make sure it looks not creepy. I don't know. Yeah, it looks a bit away. I think we are making the lips in the wrong places. Would it be more here? Probably. Yeah. This is why kids never skip art school. It's so important to learn proportions when it comes to drawing things. I'm kind of winging it right now. Let's do this. Okay. I think I figured it out. It's going too much into that portion of the face. So I'll keep it till here so that it looks her face is angled and kind of give her some smoothness. Just looks weird. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna trust the process. Ah, maybe the angle is more like this. How about that? Yeah, probably. Maybe this is the angle since her eyes, see, her eyes are like at an angle. So we can kind of draw parallel line. Yeah. Let's keep moving forward with the sketch. There's no pressure to get it right, or is there? Let's just smoothen up the bit where she might have the lip. Gosh, this is hard. I think now it's just crooked. It's okay. It's just. I don't know. What's wrong with it? Still looks like a woman. Adjust this. If I just drag it out, would it look more like her face? Yeah. Maybe it's the smile. It's crooked. Yeah. This is parallel. Now it looks more like her face. Okay, let's continue working. It won't be the best, but yeah. Let's get some lighter tones in there. Oh, this is not light. What this? Yeah. You can put like two blobs around here. Feature about Procreate is it just tries to, what do we call it? Recreate what an actual painting would look like. Undo that. Those are very big blobs. Just a hint would do fine. Like this, like this. This is basically the reflection of whatever light source she had during the painting. Yeah. And let's get darker versions of this color on the top lip. Let's go here. Let's get it dark, right? Let's not tilt our pens anymore. The top lips I've seen in some studies are just a bit darker than the usual. Okay. It's not very much of a straight line, but we can work with that. It will all fall into place. Just you see. Right now, let's pick up our smudge tool like we love to. Smudge it around, smudge it around. Really try to overdo it right now because we need it to really blend in. Otherwise, the lip won't look like it's a part of our lip. It'll look like two lips. Let's do it here around the crest. Yeah. We don't have all the time in the world, so let's really do what we can. I mean, now I have trivia in my head. How much time did the girl with the pearl earring painting take to be finished? Was it a commission? Oh, not in a position to. Wow, I must have given her I don't know, an accidental mustache. But it's fine. At least it looks like it's part of her face and it can belong. Let's go. Let's go with it. Roll with it. How about we try to smudge this portion into her face, the lighter portion. Start from the lighter portion and go up to the dark. Yeah. Just a hint of the shadow should be there. Let's drag it up. I hope there's not much noise. If yes, does it bother you? Let me know. Dragging up the lighter portion into the darker one, smushing it around just to get that soft glow we are looking for. Oh, is this looking better? I don't know. Can't really tell. It's not a very soft blend, is it? Let's just get our. Let's get a color in between the following. Yeah. And paint it with. Let's get a lighter version, y'all. And yeah. Maybe we just accidentally picked a very dark version of the lip. Let's not. Okay. Hope this kind of makes sense now. It's looking weird. Should it? That's the question. Okay. Might look better later. So deal with it. So it's starting to look better, I guess. How long till we can totally blend this in by smudging? Okay. We can keep zooming out and seeing. Yeah, doesn't look like a mustache anymore. Looks like a decent lip. What do you guys say? Yeah. Let's smudge it. We are on the right track. Can't be that hard. I mean, someone did it before us. So it's humanly possible. And I know people keep recreating paintings all the damn time. Yeah, not a mustache anymore. Finally. Wow. But I'm not sure her smile was that big. It's the infamous smize, which also Mona Lisa is supposed to have. Okay, let's not bother much. We need more reddish tones. Let's pick this neonish red. We'll just dab her with it. We don't want to overdo it because near the tongue it's usually very bright. Just a few dabs on the bottom lip. The top part of the bottom lip. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Let's just put these smudges around and now get to blending. Let's zoom in, zoom in. Let's smudge that around so that it looks part of the same shade. Are we doing it right? Can't really tell. How about we start the smudging here and just gently pull down because that's the effect we want. Yeah. How about this? It's looking better, big better. Yeah. I guess it does look like a person now. It definitely doesn't not look like a person. Okay. Blending's almost done. We left these smudges on purpose. Those brighten up the parts of the lip. Really juicy lip, if I may. Smudge, smudge, smudge. That's life now. Leaving those ultra bright dots around just in case it looks like the reflection or manages to. What do we do about this bottom part? It's kind of bothering me. You know what I'll do? I'll just overdo it. I'll get this. Sorry. I go to the color picker and I replace this color with this color we wanted to match. This was a mistake. Kind of do it. Now we use smudge, 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 smudge. We want it to kind of pan out into the lip. We don't want mustache, we don't want hair. This is how the original portrait was. I mean, no offense to people who have facial hair and who are women. You guys rock. But yeah, we're trying to recreate this fucking painting. Oh, I think I missed a spot here. Let's fill it in with this absolute color. Oh, it just switches to undo with 2 fingers. I hold it for a while, then I can pick this color. Perfect. My brush has gotten too big. Pretty sure it's not an issue. Okay, we thought a lot. Now let's smudge it up. Ah, wait, I wanted that color, not this. Interesting, it's not doing that color. Help. Maybe this one. Ah, okay. That'll work out. Great. What do we do now? This part is uneven compared to. Can literally see those are different colors. So do we mush around a bit of pink? We'll give life to her lips a bit and smudge it. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Cool. Looks even now. Let's zoom out. That's how lips supposed to be? No, not really. This part needs more smudging around. Kind of blending into existence. Yeah, cool. I can't do any better than this. Let's leave it. Let's not be perfectionists, y'all. Now let's make the teeth. What would her teeth look like? Let's switch to pen. Let's get some white, but not too white. Not sure if she used brushes. This looks pretty white. It's not really white, but it's like a shade of pink. And that will have to do. Okay, let's give it a bit white. Undo the last stroke. get your brush down to a 1%. Really need to get this right so that she could be the brand ambassador of a toothpaste commercial. Let's make tiny teeth like this. Okay, it's not, and the curved one because the lip is in the way, so you can't see the entire teeth. Yeah, this one's a blob, this one's a blob, this one also, the last one would be a bit dark. Let's do that in a bit. Right now, let's zoom out. We should always have an idea of what it looks like. Oh no. Okay. As an artist, it will take you so much time to get used to what you are doing. Why is this looking a bit weird? If you may. We have not done the nose yet. Let's leave this as is. And okay. We also need to do the darker portions of the lip here. Let's press hold and pick up a color. Then we go here, we darken it slightly. Yeah. Then we have the smallest brush selected, which is 1%, and we do these squiggly lines around the teeth area because the light is coming from this zone and this portion will be a bit darker, like so. Okay, so not too dark. Also, it needs to extend a bit into the lip till here. So we extend this like a curve, you can say. Just leave a few lines here and zoom out. Keep doing it until you're happy, a bit happy about the result. So this shows like the division of the top versus the bottom lip. Now we do need to blend it a bit. It won't have like a very hard separation like that. We zoom in, we fix it, we kind of smudge it, not heavily, so it won't be a perfect blend. When it's merging into the lip like that, we try to smudge it towards the top, like you'll do with an eyeliner. See, now it looks more believable. That's our goal, to make art look believable. Maybe it needs a bit of shadow here because those are the two portions the mouth closes. We'll take this color and okay, which one? Just one from the darker zone. We have switched to pen. We have 1%. Let's make like crests like this. Okay, that's looking a bit creepy. Let's target this area. That's it. No more. Smudge it to your heart's content. Feel like the part of art is creating art is more smudging and less using your paintbrush. It's just smudging. That's all we are doing. All the work. We are kind of done. Looks believable. For now, we need to line that up a bit. Let's press and hold. Pick this color up. Because that's the color of her shadow on the nose. We'll have the same shadows on the top of the lips. It's only natural. But need to tone that down a bit so we get a lighter version. And gently put it on top of her lip. Very precisely so. Okay, don't overdo it. As always, a bit here, a bit near her white smile. Okay. Are we there? She looks pretty, y'all. Smudge tool because you'll not have a direct shadow like that at any point of time. Always is a smooth blend. That's why artists love drawing, painting faces so much more than anything. See. Smudge, smudge. This part is left. Hmm. It's okay if you are picking up bit of the pink and getting it smudged as well. But yeah, see how better it looks. It just shows like there's a shadow. Can you see it? Yeah, kind of has a shadow around it. Okay, so what's left now? It was the main part of making her look human. We are done with that. I think we should do the last thing. Here is the nose. The very last thing would be the pearl earring near her ear. I'm not doing it. Save the best for the last, I guess. Now, okay. So we already have this color, right? Let's get a darker version and make the darker shadows just a bit. We'll drop it down. The main process of art is just blend, blend, blend. We rotate our pencil, whatever, a bit and get these lines. You know what? I'll increase my pen. There it's, I said it. No, it's too dark now. But I get this charcoaly effect. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to do this. You can just undo it. You're not like defacing your painting forever. The magic of digital painting. Less stressful for me, at least. Not sure what y'all think. Is physically painting easier for you? Harder for you? Oh, that's weird. I gotta fix that. Okay. Let's be specific. Her nose will come down like this. Make an arc. Her nostrils would be around this place, if I'm not wrong. Okay, like squiggly, squiggly. This would be a part. It just doesn't look that good. Right? Right. Let's get it a bit lighter so we can do the blending, of course, by hand. Let's just get the shape down. Let's not focus too much into perfection because that won't happen. It just doesn't happen. Oh no. Now she's a Pinocchio. Okay. Once more, let's give it a go. How big is someone's nose? Usually. Wondering now. Okay. Will it get better if we blend it? Don't ask me. Let's just try it. Let's just try. Does it look very ashy? Can't tell that either. But yeah. Let's keep layering on top. Also, a shadow here would be great. Again, smudge it only a bit. I'm not sure what I'm doing. No, that's just bad. You know what? We'll redo this part until we get it right. Okay. Kind of olive green. Let's just do it this way. It's a bit darker. That's better. Let's go a bit darker. We are confident, aren't we? Let's just put these marks. Let's not like brush it over like this. That's what's creating our issue. We should be able to do what we want. That's why we are here, trying to learn art. Although I'm not that great of a teacher. Okay, let's do it from the start. Also, do we pick a better brush? Let's switch to Orca. We can mix different styles. Let's make it mixed media. Let's do it. If it's gonna help us, of course. If it doesn't, we go back to our usual ways of getting things done. No, nose is not that big. We get a smaller brush. I think that's what we really need. And a darker brush. She really needs that shadow. Her nose was kind of here, here, here. Still looks like a person, but nostrils we really need to fix. What do we do? Let's think. We can darken the nostril portion a bit. So mark out this is gonna be a nostril. Don't change it right now. Won't be that big, but this is around the another bridge of the nose. Let's get some earthy tones. Yeah, bit dark, but it's fine. Okay, we'll just put them in places. You know what? The brush is too fat. We'll get it down to 1% yet again and try to wing our way into it like this. Okay. Also, let's put some brown tones, brown burnt sienna, whatever you call it. It's kind of the same for me. Earthy tones. Fun idea. Could you ever paint with soil? Is that possible? I wish to know. Okay. It's not really taking shape. Let's put some earthy tones here. We'll blend it out, I promise. Okay. It blends itself, this brush olive. Okay. Kind of has the same texture of the previous brush because we are using that. No, the problem we have, I figured it out. The nose is trying to face us while the eyes and the lips are facing away. Nose here. No, that's the problem we have. We have to make sure the face is totally aligned, even the nose. So we start small. We stick to olive, I guess, this time. Yeah, it's a good brush, I'm gonna lie. But it's very big, so 1%. We make the ridges of the nostril. We start here, we drag it all the way like this so that her nostril is not facing us anymore. We kind of create a shadow area here, not too big, not too small. Let's cover this area. Her nostrils should not be facing us. Let's get darker. This could be a part of it. Doesn't need to be perfect. Still a very big brush we are working with. If you press and hold the smudge button, it will just smudge with the current brush you have. So let's do that instead of using scallop, which we were previously using. This is scallop. Let's use smudge. Yeah, this is so much better. Smudge, smudge, and never lose sight of the bigger picture, which is this. Okay, I think we have rotated it a bit. Try again. What it should be is kind of like this, this. No. Okay, that's the literal shadow being cast. How about where should our nostrils be? Kind of like that. It should be. Yeah. We have got it down. Yes, that looks very believable. Just we need to shift the line a bit more because it's a very thin nose. Yeah, that looks way more believable. We'll not be using this line, but we'll be using it as a parameter to make this part. No one draws this in the nose. We'll just make the base. Yeah. How is it? Looks way more believable. Right. Now let's fill it in with some lighter color. We'll gradually blend it in. We will do that. Currently, we see if this pans out with the part of the face. Yes, it does. The moment it starts looking out, we'll just undo it. Otherwise, keep adding changes. Let's get our olive tone back. That's our color right here. Now, go down a bit and bit to the right. We'll get this weird color. I guess that's how the nose started looking because at one point the varnish you apply to the old painting dries up, and no matter how much you restore it, the old paintings just kind of look like that. Yeah. Smudge. Smudge. Our goal is not to totally smoothen it. Like these grainy textures, they really help us. The pixels, I mean. Oh, smudge should be bigger. No, smudge it all away. We don't want that. Let's get it smaller. How much? 2%. Smudge it on top, smudge it to the side. See how even it looks now. Now, what's left is this bridge right here. Okay. Should kind of have a healthy texture. Should look like a nose. It's our goal. Right. Okay. All these colors just blend in. No, that's not what we want. I mean, if you zoom out, really zoom out, it looks okay to me. At least to me. The nose doesn't look totally out of place. It's something else say. But yeah, I think the nose has a shadow and a nostril. That's what we are missing. Kind of. It's not very inviting right now. We have to work on that, but yeah. Right now it's going well for us. Keep the blending act up. If anyone sees me right now, they'll be like, what are you doing? Well, this is a part of painting. It's not all glitz and glamour. It's mostly a part of fixing things. At least to me. Let's switch to the pen. And let's pick up this color right here. Just need to be more patient with this because I end up dragging it. I have to hold it for a few seconds and then it works. Meanwhile, you really wonder where my pencil goes. I just hold it with my left hand while I do this. It comes back. Magic. Let's see this color. Okay, what's left for us to do? Let's do that. So our nose is like this. See, that's how the shape is. It will not do that. Let's just try to do that. Creating a ridge of sorts. This would be our nostril. Not our, it will be the woman's nostril. Let's smudge that in. Let's hope it still looks good after that. Trying to create a sense of believe like hey, it's nostril. What else would it be? Have you ever done some sort of experiment where you show them like a part of a picture and you ask them, hey, what is it? Then you zoom out. Oh, it's definitely not what I guessed. Yeah, we need to do that here with ourselves. Totally blended that in. Looks totally believable to me. Nice. And let's now make, since this panned out, we can make a shadow near this portion. Okay, not that big of a portion, but yeah, kind of like this. I rotated my pencil to get this effect, if you're wondering. Uh, and now I will be blending it all in. So that's what I do. That's all I do. Still looks believable. Okay, so we have not really named our layers. They are all like accessories which make up the entire painting. Of course, magic. What else is left for us to do? The lips look real good. So does the nose. I do understand the painting has been painted with 3 different brushes at this point, but do what works, I guess. Can we attempt to do the face now? This portion. Let's do that. I think I might be down with a bit of a cough. Not sure why. Okay, this is too dark. Let's tone it down. How do we tone it down? Color mixing in physical life is really hard. We just tap this. Wait a minute. Not a minute. Just get a darker one. It's that easy for us. No hate to the people who are actually doing their part and mixing the colors. Really. I don't do what you do. Let's put the shadow places here. Really should bring out her cheekbones. I'm not sure how to do this, but yeah. This portion should be it. Blending is always our choice, our option. I rotate my pencil and get this kind of a view. I hope it's not looking more like Mona Lisa. I hope it's looking less like that and more like the girl with a pearled earring. I'm not a native English speaker, so it's a bit hard to pronounce words very fast. Let's smudge it. It's funny how I'm not native, but that's the only language I speak in my head to people I know. Okay. It's blending in really well till now. Hope it does so in the future too. It's really smooth, this transition into the face. Also, we can't really ignore this facial part. It it lacks color. It just lacks substance. So let's get hold it, wait. Like a dog, I need to teach me. Wait, wait. It's fun. Needs to have more yellows in it. No? I bet you like green. Oh, that's too yellow. But it'll look good. You know what? Let's try it. What could go wrong? Seriously, what could go wrong? Let's make her. Wow. I think it looks even better now that I have brightened her up. Would all the colors still work in sync with this new color scheme I have put on? Wow. Do you like this? This looks like she's putting on foundation on her face. For people who don't know what's a foundation, I'm sorry. I did not know as well. Few years back. Okay, let's go till here. We can't intrude much into the lip. We only do the areas we can do easily. This will like showcase the light on her face, sort of. Let's again not intrude where we can't intrude. Let's not have wars on the face. We'll leave certain portions. Okay. How is this for a start? Then we can blend those in. Let's also do part of her face here. Let's leave that problematic portion because we don't do hard stuff. We are doing this to relax ourselves, you know. Can we do this? Yes, it looks good. Nothing bad so far. Shadows. Really careful of shadows here. I don't know. The face completely changed. Looks brighter, happier. I wish I had done this earlier. Now it will take me a lot of time and effort to fix. Yes, that works. Again, you can always undo this part. Let's fill in her neck. It's been bothering me for a while too. It's brighter significantly, trying to just match the actual painting. Looks good, no? Yeah. Say with me, what are we? We are blenders. Let's blend. Smooth blends make out most of the painting for us. Why is this not blending? Oh, I get it. Because it's not even part of the. You know what? Then we have to switch and actually change this portion because it's on a different layer, the grayish parts we are trying to cover up. It won't really blend with something of the other layer. Well, we have to kind of redo this portion and blend it with the actual places. Yeah, we can't cut out any corners because we are trying to recreate the famous the girl with the pearl earring. The girl. It's not random, it's the girl. And we gotta take some care of her. Okay. Does this work? I don't know. Right now she looks like a cutout to me. I hope this really works out. The color we have selected. Blend, blend, please. Blend, blend. Trying to soften the blow with these. I know, big mistake. Trying to do this later really doesn't work out, does it? I hope it does for us. Because I just saw how much brighter this is. So why not? It should look believable, that's all. And we're gonna make it happen. 1%, I switched it to tackle the really problematic areas near the lid, which we just did before. Should not look like blocky pieces of art. I mean, go ahead and do that. It could be an aesthetic in itself. I want this. Okay. The ridges don't look real nice, but that'll have to do. We have totally covered up the color we had before. I hope we don't regret it. There's some of the color left behind from last time. Yeah. We fill that too. Her face does look way better. Just need to fill in these extra places. I hope we did not overdo that part. Yeah. It's okay to be worried. I mean, will you ever find an artist who will like to butcher their own paintings? I'm sure not. But yeah, there are no mistakes. Have no regrets. Let's do this one last time. The color we want. Oh, these places are kind of left. I don't want that. Kind of move it over. Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? I don't know. I don't want to know. Because it's almost over. Let's just cover this area up. Increase the brush. Just switch over. Make the parts where light should be. Yeah. And let's fix this edge of the cheek. This should really blend in, right? Yeah. We are done. Her face looks more luscious, more lively. And let's get to blending. Okay, where were we? On blending, right? This. Oh, smudge. That's the tool we use for blending. We smooth most of the parts we have issues with. Because no one's face is an actual replica of the color we choose. You're free to do whatever you like artistically. These are your choices. We just blend, blend, blend. It'll take a while. Always zoom out and see. Is it looking okay? Does she still look like a human after what I just did? Yes, she does. Let's blend this portion. Try to blend top to bottom so that the yellow portions don't get covered up. They actually seep in to these blocks we have left from behind. That will help us in blending much more efficiently. Keep the act up. We are blenders. Uh, it's fine. Let's do it here. You lose some, you gain some. That's the part of blending. You just get a bit of everything inside. And even if you don't, it will just have a very collage-ish look. I think we are done. And the left side of the, bit is left. Okay. We are done here. Absolutely done. Done with it. Then we leave this aura glow. No, it's fine. Let's do this right eye. I mean, actually, it's the girl's left eye, but for me, it's the right, so who cares? Also, I need to redo this part. It's not really blending. No, not with that. Yeah, this works, doesn't it? I hope it does. Back to smudging. Smudge, 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 smudge. Cool. Starting to look like a person. A real person with a real nose and a real face and all. We left this out. The ridge of the forehead. Yeah. How cool is that? We take some of the dark portions, blend it here. We take some of the light portions, we blend it back. Just like blending in stuff on a face. I mean, for makeup artists, I guess the face is the canvas. For me, this poor little iPad will have to do. Just kidding. It was a good investment since I now get to draw a lot on it. Painting is super fast without having to mix a ton of colors. Like you get your bowl full of water, really dirty, you have to mix it up. See, it's looking like a face. Yeah. You can edit me in memes where Wow, Ritika has never seen a face before and she's exclaiming. Yeah, poor joke. This, I'm trying to add kind of like a statue vibe. Honestly speaking, I don't even really know what I'm doing, but hey, it looks like her face is gradually changing shadows. Now it's very soft. Looks like an actual face. Yay. This part is still left. See, we have the shadows here, not here. This we have to do. Let's do the same zigzaggy pattern. Wait, our colors are not really totally filled. Press and hold for a while. Pick up the color. It automatically switches. How cool. Just fill the color in bit more. Just being bit intruding here. Very sharp cheekbone. Trying to show here. See. Again, I feel like the flight is not hitting this. So we should not have many shadows here. Let's even this out more. Because this is the horizontal part. Vertically, you'll have more shadows, I guess. Supposed to look better. Wow. I'm kind of amazed with how it's turning out. Actually, the part one, it was fascinating. I did it about 2 months ago, and right now I'm trying to get back with the painting and do the second part of it. The sleeves look real good. Do I do the ears now? Yeah, that's my goal. So for the ears, I zoom in here, kind of estimate where the ears could be. So I'll get bit of a darker color. Hope that's all right. Somewhere like here, like the pearl earring. The earring could be here. Yeah, I like it. It could be an apple. Just kidding. It's always okay to do mistakes. We'll kind of, I mean, make it over. See, even though I draw on this layer, it won't bother because I can just swap this layer to go on top of it. See, now the ear is hidden. So I can really relax, draw on this layer and put it back. It will just get cut off. I don't have to think, oh, a line went here. No, no issues. I can just keep on drawing anywhere. So let's do it. Her ear should kind of be tilted as well, since the entire face is tilted. Like, this is the line, this is the horizontal line, this is the vertical line. So we kind of want to maintain it, and the ears are a bit crooked already for people. So yeah, let's maintain that kind of fun illusion and kind of draw around it. We'll blend this into, don't worry. How about now? No, I need a color in between two colors. Can we do that? Is it possible? I don't know. I would like to know. Kind of like this. But we can just brighten this up to get a color for the ear. No, actually, it doesn't look like an ear anymore. I'll get back to this color I had and make it all work somehow together. Actually, this is the part of her face, the yellow portion. Shouldn't this be the color? See how different it is. Obviously, it looks like you transplanted the ear of some other animal. We don't want that. Undo that. Press and hold. Be patient like a dog. Got the color. Now I can just darken it to get something I like. See. Probably. It will all work out. I think she has more brown undertones in her face. Here. Gotta blend that in. Bit. Yeah. I think we can slowly switch and transition her. Of course. I've never met a person who just has two kinds of colors on their face. Have you? Blend, blend, blend. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Always zoom out to see how it looks. Otherwise, yeah. There have been days I have done the entire painting and I zoomed out and I'm like, what? That's not a face. So I'm not talking about this. So this is looking good. Really proud of it till now. But also a bit paranoid because, hey, who is it? I'm going over these dark places and blending it into the brown so everyone feels at peace. Should I do right? Yeah. See, we got that edge. Now we can use this color and make her ear. Will that be possible? Yes. Kind of go around, go around. Her headgear, don't bother. And make these squiggly lines. Kind of like an ear. That's how ears are. Yes. Kind of. That's where her ears are. Let's get it a bit lightened so that we can actually see what we are doing, where we are doing. Also adds a bit of an enigma to it. So, should I do some kind of ear study? No. Let's merge this and kind of get a gradient effect for our ear. And leave some of it. Really adds to the texture. Okay. Oh no. Does that look like a cashew more than an ear? I guess so. We'll have to do. Okay. So also these crevices, flaps we have in the ear. We will be blending those in. So let's do that. Let's paint this part of the ear. Doesn't need to be smooth, doesn't need to be perfect. Again, it's something we are trying. Okay, and let's get to smudging. It's gonna look perfect and the end of it. So kind of really trust the process. Trust the process, yes. Okay. It's blended in, looks part of her now, doesn't it? Oh, she looks pretty to me. Also, this part hasn't been blended yet. Oh, I'll fix that while I'm at it. Sure. She looks drop dead gorgeous and she's my creation, so couldn't be any prouder. Also, I need to blend this part in because, hey, it's part of the neck. Also, I need to get this color and do this to it. Because that color behind the darker one was in a different layer, so I did not really care. Now I'll be smushing them around. So it's a big deal. Okay, it's not really getting smudged much because I have to redo the paint here. Hopefully that works out. Yeah. Okay, let's work out. After all, I really should be going back to the different layer and doing it, but I don't want to mess it up. Kind of gives off the illusion. It's her neck. See? It's kind of blended in all the way. You can do more if you want, but I'm not gonna bother or waste more time on it. Also, since we have this color, brownish color on the ear, let's add it to the neck as well. Because why not? Let's give that edge she likes. Okay. Realize we are going over the colors a lot here. Also, you have to get that color. You can even pick colors from any layer. That's the fun part of it all. Kind of do it over that layer so that you can really see. Like if you click here, you can see how much of the portion you have done. See, kind of looks like a face. We'll keep doing that. Now go back to smudge. See, now you'll get that soft edge when you smush it around. We love that. We need that. Now it's totally blending in. Looks like, wow, her neck is shining. This part we can't really leave out. Details, just one tap and it's done. We fixed that. No need of perfection. Let me tell you something, perfection doesn't really exist. We are just in our head a lot of the times. Maybe it's because someone said, hey, what you do is shit. Maybe they are lying, maybe they are not as good as you. Well, don't take it to heart. Keep doing what you are doing. It's great. Now the ear looks very believable to me. Let's put the pearl. So what color is a pearl? It's like a silver earring kind of. So we want to go towards more metallic colors like white, blend of black, and what's in the intersection of it, gray. So let's take something which is white first. Yeah, not totally white, just bit of. It should have hints of gray. Again, also there must be like a thread. No, let's just do it. Here it's supposed to be. Right, let's just make a ball right now. Sort of. Yeah. Don't overthink it. Just a ball. Obviously, this is not what it looks like. We are going to be doing additions to it. Wow. Pearl earring. I want to be her right now and wearing that. But it's okay. Lost in time. So what you want to do is, so this portion is hitting the light. This portion isn't. So this will be the darker portion. Let's get black tones. Not really black. Let's get like darker grays and line it up. Sort of lining it up. Not really overthinking what we do. Not that part. I'll tell you why. Sort of the between. Because light is also hitting her from that angle and that angle. That's what we want to do, kind of. So the between should definitely be black. Then we'll smush it out. Because reflections. Yeah. Not going into physics. Because, yeah, we are painting right now. Let's not make it any harder for us than it already is. Everything is science at the end, isn't it? Color mixing. Two colors mix and they act well because of some reason. I mean, thanks to Newton for giving us the color mixer thing. What's called? Color disc, yeah. So let's get a color in between, really. We'll kind of start layering on top like this. You know what I'm doing, right? So, yeah. Let's edge it out a bit. Then we get another lighter color. Usually in the physical medium, people just keep adding white. If it's oil painting and if you're using watercolor, then adding more water lightens the color. So yeah, this kind of an oil paint going on. See, kind of we got the illusion of a pearl earring. Maybe not. I'll make it up to you by getting another lighter color now really close to the white we have. See, look at it. It's really close now. Right. Right. So smudging it out. Okay. Not too bad. Is it? Colors really need to be blending in well with each other, not leaving an impression of not being the same thing. Also a bit blocky. We don't want it to be like smooth. It's good, it's cloudy. That's our entire vibe. That's our style of work. It looks hot. Okay. According to gravity, is this okay? Does the earring come from here or from here? I don't know. Let's just keep at it till we get what we really want. A really blended version. Cool. Do you like it so far? If yes, then we can move on to the next step, which is, yeah, adding back the whites. You go there and you add it back. I know, it's terrible advice right now. Kind of try to enforce the circularness. Is that even a word? Circularness, yeah, of the pearl earring. Like the whites should be whiter. And yeah, go back to your trusty smudger. Really should look like she's out at a ball wearing this. Now smudge the darker ones too. Should really look like it's in sync. Yeah. We blended it too much. Now we need to add some darker details. If it's a reflection, it will just have things like, let's get it down to 1%. Let's do this. You'll be asking me, why are we doing this? Well, someone's in the reflection and we are trying to portray that. These areas. Yeah, it's kind of done. Okay, that could be our pearl earring. Let's not overthink it. It's looking good so far. That's how it is. Okay, so our ear is done. Also, we need to have like a thin line saying this is the earring. No. We can do that. Some artistic freedom you can have, totally. No one's stopping you. I wish we had a thinner line for this. Let's switch to something like ink. Yeah. See, we can go thinner if we get inks. Like this. Wow, I can't even see it. What is it? Is my pencil out of charge? Nope. It's doing all right. I have charge. Let me investigate. Let's try wrapping. Okay, no. This works, doesn't it? No, it's very glaringly visible. Let's put it down to a 4% and leave them hanging. How about it? Okay, not too bad, I guess. Let's go back to our oils. Olive. That's what we were using, right? Yeah. I love this till now. Okay, what's remaining? See, we are already done with the puff sleeves or whatever this is. They are really shiny. We are done with the face. I don't really want to touch it much, so I can, but I'll get to it later. Let's do what still remains. What's looming in the dark, which is the headgear. There is a thing which has a thing which is flowing down like this. That's the part we are gonna do now. Okay, let's get a new layer because that's what you need to do. You know what? I need to do one more adjustment. In the actual photo, the ear is tucked inside the headgear. It's so fun. I just hold this layer. This is the ear layer. I tuck it under the headgear. No, that's not what I want. Undo it with 2-finger tap. Hold this, put it below, leave it. No, keeps making groups for some reason. No. Yeah, that's what we want. See how it just tucked it? I'll show you. Undo, redo, undo, redo. Just tucks it in. I love it. Let's go back to our last layer. We have been doing this for a while. So what color is the headgear? Apparently it's the same color as this. I don't think we have worked much here. So if I pick a color from her face and add it here, no, it won't be. It's okay not to create the same thing others have. That's why you are creating it in the first place. These things she has. Am I right? Yeah. This is the clothing. Oh. Since I made those, let me just smudge them in. Can I do that? Yeah. It's an okay detail to add to the puff sleeves or whatever. These are the points where the reflection really hits, and these are the parts where it really doesn't. So it's overall the same color, you could say. Really gives off the silky effect, shiny, glossy effect, which you would want from fabric. Was she really rich? We can't really tell. I don't know. Let's move on to the headgear. Enough ado. How would it look? We make sure we are in the last layer, yes, and we kind of replicate the drapes on top. We are still in the smudge, my bad. Let's go tap this, and you know what? We'll make it sort of like this and then tuck it behind. It's the magic of digital art. We can't really make sure, oh, we are doing this right. Oh, there's a gap left. It has to be the same part of the headgear. We are not going to do that. We are going to just relax and paint like we are supposed to as humans. No stress, just tucking it in like this. Okay, what if you drop the color? No, I can't really take. So I can do one thing, I can just rotate it a bit. This part is bit fluffy. Always have your reference, like you can find any image of her actual headgear online. So kind of taking a reference from that, you don't need to. Obviously, if someone asks you out of the blue to create this from the back of your mind, it's just impossible, right? Always have your references and handy. So now this part of the veil or headgear, whatever, just droops down. Oh, I have this rotated. I have to kind of straighten it, and it kind of droops down till here, till this position, right? So maybe bit bottom. How much does it droop down to? Kind of till this position. It does droop down. Yes. So we start here and we just draw a straight line. No stress. Just straight lines across the thing. Yeah. That's what we do. It looks kind of cool right now. You can even leave it as is. At any point, you can just leave art and it will just work out. It's something you have created without thinking much. Also, let's extend the headgear a bit. A drape. I like this brush. It has this cool effect when I do draw. As kids, we were kind of conditioned to make, hey, this is a tree. Then you can color this. This can be only green because that's how trees are. This can be only brown because that's how the barks are. But don't let that fool you. Because I've seen trees which are white in the bark and they have totally red leaves. I don't know. Don't let a painting box you. Do what you want with it. Kind of filling in the zone. Let's increase our brush, it won't hurt us. Still want this effect around it. You know what? I'll go and also fill in this part. The last part I really want it to be kind of blue. So I'll leave it. Yeah. Also, the blue part, which is hanging, is kind of here. So I'll kind of erase this. Yeah, like so. And leave like, sorry, this portion. This is where it comes. So it has like multiple folds. It doesn't really all settle in the same place. Like some are here, some are there. It's fun, honestly. And yeah, kind of filling it in. Don't need to worry how you do it. Just does not matter. See, where were we at the beginning? We were trying to get the lip. It was looking really creepy. We got to this point where the lip's done, the nose is done, the face is blended in, the ear is done, the pearl is done as well. And yeah, nothing is easy when you just start doing it. I guess you're trying to follow me for the tutorial, so I will pull through. I'll not waste more time. But yeah, I love to procrastinate. I really do. I guess that's why I'm doing this. I'm not making dinner or doing something else. I'll leave these gaps for the shadows. Kind of fill it in like this. It's like a bun on top of head, you can say. Also, this portion needs to be left a bit. Just leaving in certain clues for myself to fill in later. Doesn't really matter. You can just fill it in all the way. If you wanna get to this faster, you just can use a fatter brush, but I won't. This is what you'll get if you do. If you get a bit fatter, you can just keep doing it. Fill, fill, fill. I feel like as an adult, coloring gives you that kind of joy which you kind of miss from when you were a child and have to do coloring because it's part of your exercise. This I really like the process. Adult coloring books, yeah. I wonder how many people really like coloring in them. I for certain would love, but not really tried doing that. I just like to draw my own pictures and coloring them instead. Kind of filling it in. It has this really cute texture. Okay. Fill, fill, fill. The pencil we are using is olive, always know that. It's the best pencil right now. Okay. We're kind of close. Really cutting it close now. And not much is left. So I'll have to say goodbye very soon. Then what do we fill now? This portion, right? Staring at us for a really long time. Notice how I'm just leaving bit of gap, ridges here, here, here. Yeah, I'll be coloring those and putting in shadows. Always zoom out and see what you're doing. You know how I treat zooming out? It's like you're cooking food, and if you're a chef, you'll not just give it out to your customers like that. You'll be taking a spoon, tasting it, and saying, does it have enough salt? So that's what kind of we are gauging by zooming out. It's cool, it's helpful. Let's do this. We'll have shadows here. Okay, we are kind of done. Let's call it a minute. What do we do now? Right. We can kind of get this color. I did press and hold. Oh, we can give her some cute freckles. Just kidding. Let's not do that. Because I don't want to do that. You can do that. I'll get a portion of her face, press and hold, and make it bit lighter. Because I really want my picture to shine. I really want it to be bright, to be full of joy. Let's fill these in. Not sure how it's turning out though. Guess I'll blend it all at the end so it will make more sense as a whole. Yeah. Zoom out. Is it okay? Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I fatten the brush. Why it's covering everything up? It's getting this cute texture. Did I change the brush? I don't know. I really like this. I don't do it. I'll kind of have this tilt where I can do things the way I like. And draw a few lines at the very left because that's where the light hits. Here it doesn't. Here it does. Yeah. Light, dark. Get it? And let's kind of put color. We are doing light colors first because they are easy to cover up with darker colors. Let's do a bit here. I don't really love it, but I like it, and that will have to do. Leave some over here because I'll be blending it in anyways. I'll let some of the light hit it and some of the light hit it here. We can brighten it up way more, but I'm not looking to do that right now. This is where the trail kind of begins, the trail of the entire thing which droops down. So we're gonna excessively color that. Yeah. Yes, it's looking funny. Not much. And also the behind one. We can color in a bit. So basically, yeah. Let's do that. Keep doing that, I guess. It's getting the effect. I like it a lot. No. Yes, why not? Then, you know what? Let's switch it up. Get some of this blue right here, the lighter one from that, and color in parts. You know what? Let's get thinner brushes. We really want some precision to our drawing. Not sure this is the right idea. We can get darker one just here and check out how it actually looks. Here, right here. Yeah. It looks okay. I am not very happy with the result, but it will do. Yes, and also at the bottom, we can put like every part is kind of laced with this blue. Yeah, but it's not the darker one, so I'll get this one in between. See this? Yeah. Not this, not this. This kind of marking the zones where I want the blue to be. Kind of a smooth transition. I want. First, let's cover this thing up with more and more blue. First, the bottom entirely. Yeah, I don't think I want much. See, the texture really shows through. I like that. So here the light doesn't hit. We want this bit darker. What do we do for that? Let me check. I'll get this darker one and dab it over here to get something I really like. That's what we have been kind of doing all over in the painting. Kind of leave some clues around. which you can blend. I mean smudge. So now we get a bit of smudging. Smudge, 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 smudge. Yeah, looks quite satisfying, doesn't it? What smudging does is it makes you lose bit of the details, fills in similar colors and similar blobs. That's how it works. Software speak, if you may. Let's smudge it around here. So we think the transition has happened. The shadows have really hit. I guess, yeah. Let's not make it too murky. We still want our colors to show. So what when we do, we just pick this yellow and get it bit towards the white, lighter. Not actual white. This is how you get colors which work with other colors. Now we just keep progressing with the smudge. You can pull a bit of the white into the blue. Pull a bit of white into the blue from here to make it really transition into the color we have. Okay. Zoom in. Now let's pull in the blue portions and make it really pop. Is it popping? I hope so. This is the other blue. Notice how it kind of blends in. Yeah, that's what we want. So the white kind of light portion is where the reflection hits because the material of her headgear is kind of silky-ish. Okay, let's do the same. We have this color, the darker one. Let's layer it in here, getting a smooth transition every time. It's honestly wild, but it's possible. Yeah, that's kind of it. Some blue, some yellow. It's kind of working out all together. Now I get a bit of the lighter color, not a bit murky. Yes, it's way lighter and it works. It does work. This is the base. We will blend it all in. So even if it looks like a flag made of 3 shades of blue, it won't matter in the near future. Let's make it happen. Trust the process. Kind of like so. Yeah, this is where it ends. Kind of. So, yeah, the painting is kind of taking shape. Smudge tool. Be very careful to smudge around here because the light should go into the darker bit in this fashion. This diagonal fashion, you can just pull it down like so. This can go in. Always try to pull the light down. I'm doing it back and forth because it's faster for me. You can just do this as well. See how much smoother it looks. Never just trust the process, also check out the process for yourself. Does it really work, or whatever she's saying is just gobbledygook? Yeah, it's definitely not. It's working out for me. Trying to still pull the lighter color in really slowly. Lot of blending involved, but at the end it does work out. Okay, one part of that blue is mixed. Now we do the medium blue with the darkest blue. How do we do that? We pull in a bit of the light blue into the darker blue. We still want a bit of dark. But what's the problem with pulling dark this side? See, it really ruins the picture because the darker portion just takes over the light space. You can do both. It won't really matter if you're blending a lot of it. We want that smooth transition. Almost there. Yes. It's blending in, and no one's really zooming into this piece of art, I hope. See, after you look at a piece of art that's already been made, that's the fun part. You're trying to reverse engineer how the artist made this, and everyone's now rushing to create it. It's fun. But unless you see the process, you'll not know exactly how it did happen. Kind of blending the lighter ones and the darker ones together. It's done. It's over. That's how it looks. We also need to put the darker portions here, like here, here, like this, like this. Let's undo it. Okay. We'll not obviously be filling in the dark blue here. We'll be filling in a darker version of this. So what's a darker version? Let's just go all the way down, get this olive-ish color and fill it right in. Towards the top, let it just sit. Towards the bottom, let it curve out, like a lot at the bottom, a little at the top. Do that for this region as well. Yeah, so that's how, like, the burn is curving. Size is at 1%, can't go any lower, obviously. Then there is another. Always look at the reference. This is how they have done it. Whoever has painted the great girl with a pearl earring. And those are kind of the buns. She looks royal. That's what we want for her. We can do this at the end, like the curve of the buns. Kind of. This is the edge. This is again the right side, so the darker side. We totally fill this in because more shadows we want on this side. Yeah, it's kind of starting to take shape. After you zoom out, you'll see that. A total queen. After you do that, just extend it. Nothing should look out of place. That's kind of the rule. It's just picking up your favorite color and then getting different shades of it, like this. So this is where it all drops down. So let's demarcate that place. Yeah. This area will be total shadows, I guess. Looks cool that way. Also, let's fill the yellow color in a bit, starting from black color. It won't make much sense unless a lot of it has that same color. Yeah. Let's get back to this color by tapping, or you can also go to history. All your colors are just here. Okay, what's left? We use this same color to create shadows down this path. Because why would the shadows differ in color? It's the same kind of material, right? That's what helps us. If she were to wear different materials of linen, leather, it will be all shiny and different. We don't have that headache here, at least. Let's just continue down the trail. this big trail and kind of stop here. Yeah, that's where we want to kind of stop. Don't go past this blue line. You can, but we're gonna tackle that later. Because see, this is kind of lighter. Different color theory will apply here. You can watch this even if you don't know much about color theory, I guess. It doesn't really matter. You're trying to recreate something, your brain just figures it out. Because see, I'm not doing this after a degree in fine arts. I'm just doing this after nothing really. I'm just doing this on my own. I don't know how it will turn out, but okay, that's the part of the hustle. You can just create folds like this, kind of try to keep reinforcing the shadow, kind of sways down like this. Just like in the originals, we are not trying to do something totally different. We're just trying to do something that already works. Leaving these lines of fold of fabric. Never do this. Don't line the edge. That's some mistake I used to make as a beginner, but now I have learned. Those were the eras of sketching something and filling in color in the entire thing. We don't do that here. Not anymore. And yeah, just create these folds as you like. Lot of folds. Here you can start the fold from the bottom. That's how it is in the reference here as well. Kind of make the folds here. Also, it's gonna be brighter here. So let me just brighten this place up because light is hitting. It is hitting this place. Also, where else is the light hitting? This place. This the parts nearer to the left of the headgear works out. These parts will be blending it in, so no worries. Just zoom out and see. Yes, that's still the left part. Like what if your canvas is rotated or something? So you need to know. Again, light won't be hitting every place, so I'll kind of stop doing that everywhere. It's not how it works. Bit of light for some places, kind of accentuating the headgear. I like it a lot. If someone's selling, I would like to buy this for myself. The entire getup. Also leave some lines here. Light can kind of hit that place. Okay. Pens up. I'm kind of not doing this anymore. Light does hit here. So let's color these portions up a bit. That this place a bit. Not here. Don't do it here. Around this. Looks cool. Yeah. A bit here. Won't hurt. That's it. A bit here. Just like a stroke of line here. Okay, we have kind of demarcated the light and dark zones. Let's also fill it in here because why not? Light would hit here, not near this, obviously. Dark won't have light. Slowly transitioning the between where things are, kind of layering it all in. Yes, at the top, you can be funny with it. Not at the back, not much because, hey, it's the back for a reason. Gets no light. It's looking better. It's the goal. It has to look better than it already was. Our light zones are demarcated here. I'll go back to this shadow. And you know what I'll do? I'll just thicken this place because it defines a new place. This is where one of the drapes and one of the bigger folds. To be honest, yeah, I think we have got that down. Now, if you look, you can see one, two, three. There are three different places. Just from one simple change, I just thickened this place up. That's it. We are not gonna do much. Yeah, that's it. What do we do now? We can smudge it a bit, not much, because we can do it around these places. Not much. It's still distinction. Like, how did it even get mixed? Yeah, keep doing that for some time. Things will just like try to fall into place for you. I really hope. Do this, do this, go over all the places you can find in the headgear and blend up to your heart's content. Zoom out to see if it looks bad, if it looks good. Try to not overdo it like I am doing probably right now. Let's blend this into the, because a shadow just does not start with a line. It starts from somewhere. So we are gonna give that a try. Won't be totally smooth, but it would be a bit smoother than usual. Let's try this method, pulling down the dark into the lighter areas. It's kind of working. Do that just a lot. Will all try to make sense. Do it here. Okay. A bit here. Just all blended in. Don't go over that zone. I'm not sure why I did that. It happens. This is kind of done. The light zones are mixed too. Drag in a bit of the dark always. That doesn't get much attention, but it's needed. You don't want the entire thing to get lightened or anything. Zoom out. See, this part was blended, this is not. So that's our work cut out for us. You can just leave it after you do it a bit. Too much blending can actually make it look too smooth. It's not what we are going for, are we? Kind of pull the dark out because darks are needed in the color scheme. Okay, it's kind of smoothing itself out. Keep doing this. Watch this on fast forwarded mode. It's gonna take a while. Okay. It's kind of fast blending. Always look out and see how it looks. Just like when you get bored sometimes and you look out of the window, just watch birds, things like that to decompress. Just do it for your painting right now. You know, you're almost there. It's gonna be good. Good luck if you have followed it till now. And it's okay even if you're just watching it. You don't have to do it. Sometimes seeing is believing. Just enjoy how the paint spills and smoothens. I'm aware that this is kind of turning into meditation talk. Yeah. And that's what paint is supposed to be like. It's supposed to be therapeutic. Spin this, smudge this, blend the shadow, but not too much so that it doesn't lose the charm. See? It's kind of turning out well. I can't really tell. So I have to be a bit more cautious when I do blend. It's a lot of blending ahead of us. Not much. We do. We are reaching the end of the trail here. One is kind of done. Okay. Too many lines. I see that. Needs to smooth out. Okay. Now the last one. The middle one is left. Let's really work on it because it's the last thing we are gonna do. Cool. Okay. Soften. Looking out. Still okay. Still not destroyed completely. Let's not overdo it because that's what I tend to do. I know there have been a lot of instances where I did something really well for the first 15 minutes, and then the next 15 minutes I set out to destroy it like it was the worst threat to humanity. I hope that's not what's happening with the painting right here. Okay. Gave it kind of an edge. Does it look like the original? Does it look botched? I'm happy that you enjoyed. If you did, if you liked it, I hope it doesn't look botched. These are all our layers. I did not name them, they are just layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for now. But yeah, let's check. Eyes check, nose check, lips check, pearl, earring check, headgear check, this trail check. Let's leave it at it. I mean, we could do the eyes a bit. I know, never ends, does it? Let's go back to layer 4 where our face kind of was and pick up this color near the eyebrows and we'll kind of zoom into the right eye a bit and make this cavity sort of, because see, it's okay. Everyone has eye bags, even a little bit under the eyes, and we are just trying to replicate that, make her look as real as we do. Looking good. Not yet. See, it just adds that touch with without. Just also, you can put kind of a money bag here. I don't know. We'll be smoothing it out ASAP so that looks good. Smudge tool is at its job, and so are we. Does it look? Oh, it looks like she has not slept for days. I will quickly undo that. My bad. Let's just smudge out this portion like this. Not give her too much of a eye bag. I guess she was not a room scroller like us. She had no phones. She probably was healthier. I can't really say that after learning about the Victorian age, where people used mercury for makeup. Am I right? So, yeah, maybe we are doing better. But no, not that big of an eye bag. This is just fine. See, more realistic. Let's extend it because your eyeline doesn't stop there. Is it good? I can't tell. I'll just smudge it out till the bottom. Zoom out and hope it still looks good. Yes. I think she can have bit of a shadow underneath. This, let's put some shadow and smudge it out. That's the shadow of which is being cast by the nose. She has and everyone else has. I need a bit more on this side because that's also the part of the nose. Let's smudge it out and hope it still looks like a person. Yes, it does. What's left? We can put the same thing at the bottom of her lips because, yeah, that's how lips are. Don't be afraid, just smudge it out. It goes away really fast. We smoothen things out here. How does she look? She still looks okay, but this needs more smudging. What else? We can smudge this part out to the bottom. Okay. I think we are really overthinking it. It's done. Yes. We also need to add some highlights over this. Let's switch back to our latest layer. Get sort of white we have here. Let's press and hold. We'll get the color. Let's add some highlights on the last drape of her headgear. Kind of like this. Really loose. Not too serious. Because light's hitting, it has shadows. Really not much. Does it look good? Not yet. We need to kind of assemble it. Also, you see this shadow right here. Let's put light right next to it. Light, it's hitting a sharp, strong shadow. Let's put some light here. Really brightens up the place. Okay. Smudge it. I swear this is the last thing we are going to do. No more. Smudge out the white a bit. Make sure it's mostly the white being smudged outwards and not the opposite. See, white's not really blending in, so we gotta smudge a lot so that it's a softer color. Also here. Yeah, I think it's looking way better. What do we do here? It's not very sharp, so we pull the darker places in and create this cool texture. Yes, the whites are done. The two drapes need to be smudged. See, all done. While you're painting, you can't really stop. You keep making changes, but we have to call it a day now. That's our girl with a pearl earring. It's done. I hope you enjoyed and hope you could follow along or just watch me paint. Until next time, bye.